parts of them like wrap around and start going back behind the ears,
Hmm.
and the front cast starts turning jet black, turns into a kind of a visor like thing, and turns into like a what was that? What was that show? Like a Max Headroom style sunglasses.
so, so it's like a solid black slick visor, like sunglasses have just kind of conformed to your head. Oh man, that's awesome.
Yep.
And when you put them on and when you investigate things, it draws contrast, kind of like a brown lens does in sunglasses. It like draws a great contrast in colors, giving you advantage on investigation checks, intelligence based investigation checks. So yeah, and plus they look super cool.
Hey, what do you all think?
Oh,
Thanks.
All right.
Maybe he can finally find a clue.
Oh,
Oh, I found a few here or there. Speaking of which, there's some people over to the northwest of us. Check out one of those doors.
all right. Does anybody want to heed Corzul's suggestion, or are you going to do it yourself, Corzul?
Sure, we'll check out like that middle door that's close to what is it? Oh, that is Corzul's mini.
Yeah, it's not necessarily how I just put y'all are all just in the same room. It's not necessarily where y'all are located. If you would like to move around or whatever.
Yeah, we'll check out that one. It didn't sound like it would be to the east of where the mini is, right?
Right. No, you heard it. I think now that you could definitely make out these doors very well in the lighting. This one, this one, this one. You think it was probably from one of these three doors. That was just your initial roll. Now that you're listening for it, yeah, I'm sure you could probably get a better idea.
All right. Actually, put his ear up against the middle door there.
Sure.
That's where he's closest by.
Yeah, of course. There's that. You see the pirate hat on your base there. Don't forget you got that. You got that off of the
Oh yeah.
O2.
Oh.
Remember that?
That's right.
Are you wearing it or are you just holding it? I guess you're holding it. I'm trying to picture Corso with his Max Headroom glasses and a sewage soaked pirate hat.
Don't worry, he'll transmog it away.
Yeah. Yes, Corzo, yes. You put your ear up to the door and you perceive. Well, let's do a perception. Let's see if there's anything back there.
We got dirty 20.
Oh wow, dirty 20. Yeah. You hear you can still hear the murmuring and the hushed tones. It's almost makes the sound of almost a chanting, but it's not coming from behind that door.
Okay. Move on to the next door then.
Mm-hmm. Corzo, move over to the next door. Sure.
Do the same thing.
And just by the way you're operating your character, I'm assuming you're trying to be quiet because you know there's somebody on the side of the door that you can hear, and you probably assume they can hear you too, right?
Yep.
So go ahead and do me a perception check and a stealth check. You can guidance either one of them.
Okay.
And if you want to, you can wait till what you roll and tell me which one you're going to guidance.
Okay. 18 perception and 14 stealth.
Okay. Sure. And as you move up to this door with your 18 perception, your the chanting and murmuring is louder, and then it just kind of stopped. What is everybody else doing as Corzul is cool Corzul is methodically checking all these doors?
We're being very, very
Very quiet. Okay, great. This include Ezra too? Muted. You're muted, Steve.
Eshra's also being very, very quiet.
It's rabbit season.
Okay. Sure. Be very quiet. Yes. Are you guys moving up, or are you staying right there, or and other than being very, very quiet?
I'll move up right behind our good
All right,
cleric.
I'll let you guys know if you're going to move, I'm gonna have you do a group stealth check. If you just want to stay there, I'm not going to require it.
I am not moving an inch.
I guess then
Knowing that, did you still want to move, Ezra, or do you want to kind of stay still?
I'll give it a shot. I'll move closer.
Okay, sure. Does that position look okay for you? Or you want to get closer than that?
That's one more.
Okay, sure. And just going to give you a stealth check.
19.
Okay. All right, very good. All right. So Korzul, you have heard the voices on the other side of this door. They have stopped, and you heard them stop. Ezra begins to move towards you. What are you doing?
Kurzul's gonna look back at everyone and do a gesture of like, and going to see if the door is locked.
Right, of course. I imagine this door are like most of the other doors in here. They're stone doors, and there's a latch on them. In order to check to see if it's locked, you're going to have to operate the latch in a way that's probably going to make noise. Do you still want to try to jingle the lock and see if it turns?
With the perception I got, do I hear any like rapid movement or anything like that, or just it's just the chanting stop?
Yeah, your last perception was an 18. It stopped, and there is silence from the other side of the door. Yeah, you don't hear anything.
Was there any writing on the door or around the walls around that room?
You can't see anything from there, but Korzul, valid question. The door doesn't look any different than any other doors. It's just a plain stone door with a metal latch on it and no other discernible markings.
All right. He'll maybe pause a minute, looking over at Ezra to see how eager he is for bloodlust.
You're muted, Steve. I'm sorry. If you're trying to tell us how bloodlusty you are.
I haven't backed anything for a while.
Yeah, it's been like at least 2 minutes, right?
Exactly.
All right. Ooh, don't like the positioning of. He'll freeze for about a minute or two, see if there's any change.
That's definitely a dead
There's
end
no-
there.
There's no like slat or hole or window on this door at all, right?
No. I mean, there's minute gap at the bottom, because it's not perfectly cut, but there's nothing intended, that you can see through.
Okay. He'll freeze for like a couple minutes, see if he can hear anything.
Okay. And if everybody's being silent for a couple of minutes, you hear at this point, of course, we'll still operate off that 18. After, actually, it is a good couple of minutes. You're just about ready to give up on staying still, you do hear some movement in the room, and the movement does seem to be coming. It's kind of like a fluttering noise that comes near the door, right? Like almost towards right on the other side of the door. There's no voices.
All right. I'm gonna look meaningfully at the group and point at the door, and ready, field something, and make eyes at Eshra.
I'll wink back.
Can I do a held action?
Yeah, anytime you want, you can do a held action. Absolutely.
I'll do a held action Eldritch Blast if something aggressive comes through that door or is on the other side of that door. I'm going to blast it.
Define aggressive.
If it looks threatening to me and not friendly.
Okay. All right.
So if you open it up and it's like a big old butterfly, I probably won't blast it. But if you open that up and it's like kind of blood-sucking floating parasite, I'm gonna blast it right between its beady blood-sucking eyes.
Sure. Yeah, I guess we can make that. We can
Body
make that.
language.
We can make that a judgment call.
Body language, yeah, or the knees pointed
Yeah.
toward or away.
Like, is it wielding a weapon and getting ready to swing or something, or?
About to do something threatening, kind of thing. Okay, all right, that's interesting. Sure. Yeah, so you can do that. Nothing comes through the door immediately. The door does swing in, Corzul. If you just want to continue to hold this held action indefinitely, we can keep doing that because I know it is just a cantrip and it's not burning any resources. So if that's your intention, that will be fine. But the door does not open, but you did hear that fluttering noise, and then it went still again. I think
Still again. Okay.
almost as if they're probably whatever it is probably doing the same thing you're doing right now.
All right.
And let's go ahead and do another perception check since you're standing right there and you can guide it yourself.
It's an 18.
Sure. Yeah, it's still dead silence on the other side of the door. 18's a great roll.
Wow. All right. Corzul is gonna make eyes of Eshra and like gesture to where he's at. Do I have? No, I don't have anything like that. All right. Corzul is actually just gonna step slightly to the side and use the wall as cover and just kind of swing the door open with his hand, then yoink the hand back, basically.
Okay. So the door is, it's on a latch. You'll have to close the latch and then to open the door. It's not just on hinges. There is a latch associated with it. So it's not like push the door open and move out of the way if you're trying to get some sort of surprise going there. So I just want to make sure you understand the door does have a latch. So if there's somebody on the other side of the door, which you're pretty sure there is, they're going to see the latch turn or make the noise of the mechanism moving before you can push the door open. So there's going to be that motion. Okay. So do you still want to try to do that?
Sure. Well, he's first off, actually, he's gonna look back at the group, and I don't know. Do they look like they have line of sight on the other side of this door or not? Oh, really?
I'm not moving.
Can I do a held action? Then I'm going to be ready to shoot as well. Whatever creepy thing comes through it. Unless, of course, it's a Well, I mean, if it comes barreling through the doorway once it opens and tries to harm someone, that's what I'm trying. Sounds like a plan. Okay. Yep. If something comes through that door in attack mode. Yes.
I'm sorry. Did you guys hear what I just said?
Yep.
Health. Ooh. Okay. 27.
Okay, not a problem. Great. Pesgoria, you're good?
I'm not moving.
All
I'm
right.
not very stealthy.
Okay, fantastic. All right, Korzul, you start to manage the latch on that door, and it does make a loud clicking noise. It does
All right.
not appear like it was locked. At this point, if you wanted to push the door open, you could do so.
Sure, he's gonna push the door open. Well, trying to be standing like beside the door
Yeah.
at a minimum, using like 3/4 cover, maybe getting out of line of sight.
Oh yeah, yeah. So with the hinge on the right hand side, the latch is on the left hand side. So I mean, you can. I guess you're going to undo the latch and kind of open it like an inch to get the latch out seated out of the lock set, and then back it around the corner a little bit, and then trying to push it open like that is kind of what you're trying to do.
I guess which side of the door did you say the latch was on?
So the hinge is on your right, and of course, so that means the latch is on the left, right?
Okay, that's less ideal.
Yeah, so I didn't even think about that when I assumed it'd be best for Rose's point of view for it to open to that way, but that also puts the latches on the bad side. Sorry.
That's fine. If possible, then he'll be like, as he's like tossing the door open, trying to step to the side a little bit to get some amount of cover. Using the door realistically using the door as somewhat cover as he's moving, and then getting at least whatever cover he can.
I know what you're trying to do. Sure.
Well, he's in that case though, he is going to try to maintain eyes on whatever's in there, but just trying to get as much cover as he can as he opens it.
Sure. All right. So what happens is, Korzul, you click the latch. Get it. I understand your idea is to try to push the door open to give your friends a clear shot or a line of view, and then get yourself out of any kind of harm's way as quickly as you can. As you click the latch and begin to push the door open, it hits something, and then it pushes back shut.
Oh man.
So does it feel like I hit something against the door, was holding it shut, or does it feel like it just weirdly magically just got shut again?
You felt like you hit something, I wouldn't say soft, but maybe fleshy. You probably, it's not hard for you to surmise that whoever's staring outside of that door, you opened it into it and it pushed it back closed.
Okay.
I got to be careful not to give more information than you guys know right now.
Okay, so there was like a stiff arm or shove of it closing. It's not just that he hit something and it stopped.
Right.
It's that it actively pushed back against and shut it.
It did.
Okay. All right. Well, of course, I was just gonna look over and Asher was like, "You want to open the door?" I step aside.
I'll give it a shot.
I'll clap him with some guidance as he's changed positions.
You guys change position. Okay.
He'll be one square to the left there.
Yeah, looking for a little cover behind that wall, just in case like that. Is that what you mean?
And up, and actually in north one if possible too.
You want to be over
So
here?
he'll be beside Eshra.
Absolutely,
Okay.
no problem.
Pesgori's probably going to reposition herself because at this point I think stealth is out the window.
I think
You
so.
just literally opened the door into the thing, so I'm not even going to bother being stealthy.
All
So
right,
I'm gonna stand with line of sight into the doorway at that chair to the left of Rose. Yep.
It's a tough one. I'm not sure that gets you there, but you're right. The positioning is really bad on this. Like, I mean, your only line would be like right there, which might be enough. Okay, we'll see. And hold your action to find something threatening, aggressive, not a butterfly.
Yeah. I will blast anything fleshy and aggressive.
Fleshy and aggressive. Okay.
Okay, just fleshy. I don't give a shit.
Okay. Anything fleshy, if you see it, you're blasting it. All right.
Yeah. And let's move Uniqua up, and she's going to be to the right of Korzul and
Sure.
Invisible.
Love it. All right. Looks like everybody is positioned, Eshra.
Okay.
You
So
hear
roll against my strength.
from the other side of the door. Is someone out there?
Yeah.
Hello. Amway calling.
Land shark.
Delivery. Are you the land shark I heard about? No. Candygram.
Fuller brush. Did you order some Avon?
So, Eshra, you say there's a lot of
Yes.
good choices above. I just can't respond to all of them.
We've heard there's somebody in here that needs rescuing.
Oh, that can't possibly be true. Everyone here is on their own accord, as soon as you are.
Why, yes. But we've
I
just
mean-
heard some worrisome things, and we wanted to make sure that you were okay.
I mean, there's a whole bunch of blood over there, like right over there.
How many of them are you?
3.
Indeed.
Only heard 3 voices.
Yes, very well. If you want to visit, if you would like to visit Falfark, you're welcome to come into my room.
Okay.
What did he say his name was?
He said to Ezra, you guys can all overhear this stuff being coy at all. Yes, if you wish to visit with Falfark, you may enter.
I didn't. I was a little garbled.
Falfark, Falfark is the name.
Okay.
What are you doing, Ezra?
This is Estra and I have two good friends with me.
Oh, yes, Ezra. I would be pleased to meet you. We shouldn't speak through this door.
Last time when we tried to open it, we I don't know if we hit you, but we pushed into something and it pushed it back closed.
Yes, that was me. It's quite rude, actually, but I can understand you didn't know what could possibly going on. And the door creaks open, Ezra. Inside the room, you see a humanoid.
Okay.
He looks like an old guy, but he's got these. He's backed up here, and it's not. He's backed up and opened the door, so he has not given line of sight to anybody who's been holding their action.
Hmm.
He says, "Oh, welcome, my friend. Come on in. Let us behave like civilized folks."
Do I see anybody?
What?
Oh, hold on. Sorry.
Oh, got a call. I'm curious, what noun did he use there? Behave like civilized. What was the noun after that?
Folks.
Folks. Okay.
Yeah, but that may not. That's just something that IDM would say. I'm not really sure. That's you should read anything into that other than that's just me being me. Oh well, we're just gonna have to pause and wait for Steve to come back. This is his moment. All right,
Humanoid with wings.
It is well, you can't see it. Pesgoria
Yeah.
can't see it. Korzul can't see it. Only Ezra can see it. This
Okay.
many.
Oh, I mean, Corzul's poking his head around.
Are you gonna do one of those? Are you my daddy? Okay, yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So you would see. It is a elderly humanoid. Korzul has gray hair. There are luminescent web-like wings with a kind of a yellow color to them, sprouting. This miniature doesn't have them, but they're kind of sprouting different parts of his body. They're not centered on his shoulders like you would expect. They're kind of like a wing here, a wing there. His skin is shimmering. It looks like it's wet, but it's not. It just has like a really a nice gleam to it. I wouldn't say healthy, but like a real shiny gleam to it. His skin tone is what you would expect from an elderly human. Other than the really slick look of the texture of it, and wings growing out from multiple parts of his body.
That's
Doesn't look
weird.
like anything Corzul's heard of or read about before, would it?
No, it would not be.
Okay.
All right. But I guess I'll just take a little bathroom break and wait for Steve to get back. There's not really much more information I can give you until he returns, if that's okay. You guys good?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna bio too.
Okay, great. Well, we'll see you guys in 2 or 3 minutes.
Sounds good.
Is he still saving somebody's life?
Yep.
Yeah. What are we gonna do with that guy? He needs priorities. Yeah. Are you still wearing your super specs, Mumbo?
Yep.
That's pretty awesome.
I mean,
There's a reason not to.
Yeah, I think no one's actually trained in investigation. I think I have the highest intelligence of the group. Probably might as well just keep them on.
I like it. Oh, incidentally, you were saying earlier, and perhaps this is not a terrible time to talk about it, that you've kind of become the bag of holding for the group, and that made me think that perhaps you're not like married to anything you personally have in your inventory, and maybe inviting people to look through what you have, and if there's anything interesting, you might be willing to part with it. Did I read that properly?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff that we have picked up is not. I'm not sure that anyone is actually going to find a use for in this campaign, but I mean, you know, if the javelin lightning came up just to poke something with, but like, I have a hard time seeing anyone actually using their action to use the javelin lightning with its thing, or the gem of brightness, or like the immovable rod is the kind of thing that we can just pass around for whatever situation is relevant.
Sure.
It's a fairly niche situational thing. What else was there?
There's that hammer of work harder, not smarter. Work harder, not smarter.
Yeah, the miner's pick is all the same thing. It's just, you know, whoever needs to use it at the time. It's not really a this person's, you know.
And none of this needs attunement, right?
Really. Yeah, none of that stuff requires attunement. So
Now,
it's just whoever needs to use it at the time.
What about the braces of celerity?
Oh, that he is using. We talked about this when we picked it up.
Mm-hmm.
The two people that would be useful for would either be Korzul or Eshra.
Mm-hmm.
And Eshra is already, it gives a advantage on various saving throws, which Eshra generally has advantage on anyway, at least when he's raging. The wisdom saving throw for a whole person spell was the only thing I could think of where it really would be relevant for him.
Mm-hmm.
And then the 10 feet of movement, like, it's, you know, was the where we were talking back and forth, which would be better. Eshra having 10 more feet of movement potentially to get to the melee, or Korzul will have 10 feet of movement to get around to get in healing position.
Yeah, get out of harm's way.
And the party settled on the healing angle.
That makes total sense. I'm not implying that you're hoarding stuff. I just want to make sure people know there are magic items out there if you want to carry something green or blue. There's a lot of negotiation that could possibly be had here. So this is, we had some time to discuss it as a party. I figured that'd be a good time for it.
Yeah, and if at any point someone has a use for any of this stuff, you know, speak up.
I have some art I can share about this guy that you guys are talking to, but I'm scared to share it because the art is very. What was the word that you used? Pesgoria? Human and aggressive? Or just aggressive?
Fleshy and aggressive?
Yes. So the art is very fleshy and aggressive, and I don't know that that's the scene that I want to portray to you. But if you're looking for an idea what this guy looks like, I can give that to you. But be warned, it's not necessarily
The
intention.
guy who's not using this body language.
Yeah, exactly. This is just art from the book. Here it comes.
Hmm.
He's not flying. He's not clenching his fist with claws. He's not baring his teeth. He is standing there inviting you into his dorm room, I guess, for a nice chat.
Huh.
But I know this art definitely says otherwise, and I want to make sure you understand this. I didn't draw this art. This is just art
In the book.
Okay, but this would definitely qualify as aggressive and fleshy, right? If this is how he presented himself.
Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries, Steve. I had shared some art with the team while you were gone, and I warned them that this art that I'm displaying right now is both fleshy and aggressive looking. This is just the art that came in the book. This guy is just standing there. He's invited you to come into his dorm room. He's not baring his claws. He's not gnashing his teeth. He looks very bizarre. He's got wings growing out of different parts of his body, his shoulders, not just his shoulders, but his hip. They're kind of webby wings, but they have like a yellow tinge to them. He's got gray hair. His skin, he looks like a humanoid except for the wings coming from everywhere, and his skin has just got this slick sheen to it.
Is he bat-like
What?
wings? Are they bat-like wings?
They're bat-like wings. They have spines to them. They're semi-translucent in between the the webbings in between the flesh in between them. But the most important thing to say is they're not symmetrical. There's a big one on one side, a long skinny one on the other side, and another one come out of his hip over here. It's just it's just not what you expected, I suppose. But he's not threatening you in any way.
So sort of patchwork-like?
I'm sorry?
Sort of patchwork-like?
Yeah, patchwork is a great word. The only thing unhuman about him is the fact that he's got wings growing out of different parts of his body of different sizes.
So he does not currently have the claws either.
They're not. I mean, he's got his hands out. There's no claws protruding from them now.
And like the art makes it look like these different colors as well.
I know it looks very very threatening. But this only thing unusual about this guy is he's got the slick skin and the wings just growing out of different parts of his body. They're not even reared up like he's getting ready to fly or anything. They're drooped down. They're closed. Very non-threatening, even though the art tells you otherwise. So I did want to share the art though, because I think it's cool.
Sorry, I missed it.
No, it's on the screen right now. You can see it.
Right there. On the right side.
Okay, now I see it.
Yeah.
You said this guy was also old, so this art does not reflect this guy's.
He's got gray hair. He's presenting himself. Yeah, he presents as like a very old human. Again, it looks just like a human with the two exceptions that I just told you: slick skin and unsymmetrical yellow web-like wings growing out of all different parts of his body. Otherwise, he looks like an old guy standing there. Come on in, my friend. Let us speak.
Please forgive me my inaccurate counting. We did not know what we were going to be greeting.
Why don't you suggest he come out and meet us? That room's awfully small.
Are you more than 3, like you told me?
Yes, we are, and I did not want to scare you by finding that out. I wanted to tell you.
Oh, Valfark
Because
is not afraid.
We found several others here that were very quick to try to take advantage of us.
Oh, indeed. And how many are you then? If you're not 3,
Just 5.
5. Oh, indeed. Yes. An easy mistake to have had. Yes.
Might even
So
be
I-
20.
Be quiet.
Well, went ahead and Ashra is, of course, it's going to be gesturing for people to come up.
Corso's going to. Who do you want to come up?
Rose, Pisgoria,
Mhm.
you know.
Sure.
All right, Pesgoria will cease her held action.
Yeah.
And come forward.
Sure. What kind of position are you trying to get as you move forward?
I will stand in the square behind Korzul, diagonal from
Yep.
Ezra.
Ezra?
So,
Mhm.
so to be clear, Brazil was hoping, or at least indicating for Ezra to head on in while having other people close flanks and maybe replacing their position and stuff like that. So presumably we would be moving in as they're moving up.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. As you step through the door, you guys can roll initiative.
Okay.
Well, that was helpful.
I got 17.
Great.
12 in 1 sec.
16.
Oh, Corzel. Oh gosh, come on. We're gonna have to get you some kind of something of alert or something. Wow. All right. So you got a 17 Rose. That means Queen's got the same.
So were people able to move up then in the back?
As soon as Ezra walked into the room, we rolled initiative. So no, I'm afraid not. And you want me to roll Uniqua, or you want to roll Uniqua?
I've got. She is 7.
All right. All right. I actually rolled really good initiative here. As Ezra, you step into the room, Valfark. Begins casting a spell. And as he does so, Ezra, you see not one Valfark, but 4.
Holy crap.
I think we've seen this. Yeah, I think we've seen this before.
An illusionist.
Well, I mean, Pesgoria knows this spell, so she knows what's going on.
Well, you actually, because Gloria can't see anything. The only person that can see anything right now is Ezra.
Well, and
Pisgoria
Korzul.
smells them.
Korzul, yeah, Korzul. You were looking around the corner, yeah. Korzul can see it as well. I think that makes sense, yeah. All right. And so, Korzul, since you can also see what's coming around the corner, you see something else familiar. Bopping out from behind the bed. I'm going to give you guys a little bit better tactical view of this because this is getting bad. Give me just a second to refocus this, okay? Back. That's not bad, right? Okay, so you see bouncing behind one of these mirror imaged Falfarks, another one of these little gemules.
The ones that were in the ground?
Yeah, but I'm gonna let Korzul do a history check for me, just to see if he can learn anything else about this as he gets a glimpse of it.
11.
Yeah, even with an 11, this one doesn't look exactly the same. It looks, I'm going to just say meaner without any more description.
Right.
Okay. And this guy bounces out. And so, can I remove these other mirror images? I mean, they don't actually occupy space. You guys understand how the spell works, right? I had shown you multiple minis before just to give you the impact of there being multiple targets, but mirror image, they're not taking up different spaces on the board. But you just don't know which is the right guy. Okay, so I'm gonna just get rid of these guys just for clarity. Is that fair?
Yeah.
And this guy bounces up next to Ezra. A boingy, boingy, boingy. And in doing so, he does make an attack on Ezra. A psychic slam for with an 18 to hit.
Which is a miss.
And it does not hit. Excellent. And then I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, Ezra.
Eight.
Yeah, with an 8, this thing bounces around, having missed you with its attack. It enters your space and begins leeching your brain.
No, that creepy.
It's a brain leech, and in this bonus attack, you first initially take 13 points of piercing. Wait. No, you don't take it right now. You take it at the start of your turn, so you won't take that yet. Okay, Rose, you're up.
But by the way,
Oh,
Astra,
already.
as a reminder, you have an advantage on initiative rolls.
Yeah, I did take initiative. I did take advantage of it.
Oh, you did? Okay.
All right, Rose. You.
I had a 16 and a 9.
How tall are you, Ezra?
I'm sorry?
How tall are you?
I think about 5,
You're short.
like 5 inches. Yeah. Well, yeah, shortish. Medium to shortish.
So I'm trying to see if Rose has an angle on you, and I think with this thing sitting on top of your head, Rose, yeah, I think you can probably see part of this guy. This guy that's jumped on top of Ezra's head. You cannot see Falfark, but you can probably see the gemule that jumped on top of Ezra's head and appears to be trying to leech his brain out.
Well, I don't want him leeching his brain out, so I'm going
No.
to shoot him.
No, of course you are. I'm just going to figure out what kind of cover is going to be appropriate here because you can't see the whole thing. We're going to give it.
Rose has sharpshooter.
If she uses
Rose has
sharpshooter,
cover.
then that won't matter. That's right.
No. She has the heart sharpshooter feat, therefore she ignores all cover except for.
Oh, it does?
Please
So
don't.
you don't have to use sharpshooter? Oh, well, then it doesn't freaking matter, does it? Well, it'll matter for. I'm still looking it up. It's going to matter for Pescoria. So give me just a second. Sorry. Cover.
In the same way that Danny only needs to see like a sliver of a finger.
Yep.
You know.
And that's right. And she destroyed those guys in the forest, not even worried about that. Yeah. But just for Pescoria's turn, this guy's going to have half cover. Because he's kind of bouncing up and down. I think you can time your attacks where you could catch him. All right, Rose. This thing is trying to suck out Ezra's brain. What would you like to do?
But
Okay.
if he actually does
Can
get-
I put the hunter's mark on him?
Yes, if you can see it, you can hunter's mark it. You're 100% right.
I'm hunter's marking him.
Question for you: if he's sucking out my brain, isn't he not bouncing around?
I don't know. How's your brain? How still is your brain these days?
Yeah, he's really got to bounce up and down.
Yeah,
there.
he's
gotta
searching-
search
he's
around that
really-
empty cavity.
He's having a hard time finding it, actually. Yeah.
There you go.
It doesn't matter. I'll hit him anyway.
Yes, you will. Are you going to use sharpshooter?
Yes, I am.
I love it.
So sharpshooter means I take 5 off of what I roll and then
Yes.
add my.
11.
Okay.
Yes.
All
Or you
right.
could just add 6 instead. Either way.
I rolled a 12. Minus 5 is 7. Plus 11 is 18 to hit.
Yeah. That is going to be a hit. Yeah.
Okay. Do some dirty damage here.
Mhm.
The D8. Oh, a 6
Yeah.
plus
Go ahead. Let's go
my
through all the
6 is
pluses.
12
Yep. Let's keep going.
plus the 10 from the sharpshooter is 22
Hell yeah. Okay. You're doing great.
plus
I think that's it.
what else do I plus?
Well, you normally have queen, but you use your bonus. Well, you could use queen if queen could see it. Let's see if queen can see it.
You've also got Hunter's Mark. You also have Sneak Attack.
Oh,
I added the hunter's mark. Oh no, I didn't add the hunter's mark. That's
Oh, I
D6,
I
right?
thought that was a D6 you added. I thought you said that was the D6.
I didn't. No.
Okay.
It was a 6,
Yeah.
I believe it was a 6 on the D8.
The
that
6
you
was
got.
on the D8.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yes, I apologize. Yes, you're right.
Yes. So I'm at 22. So
22.
now the D6,
Hunter's mark.
the D6 for the hunter's mark, and it's a 6.
Nice. 28. Let's go. And
So
queen
that's
queen can see this thing. And don't forget your
Queen can see it.
yeah. And did you do
So
your sneak,
another D6
but you didn't do your sneak
another
attack yet
D6
either, right?
queen, right?
I'm sorry. Did we do
Huh?
your sneak? Did you do your sneak attack?
No, I didn't do sneak attack yet either.
Let's do that first, and then we'll do queen. So you're 28.
Sneak attack is 6.
Yep. A D6.
Okay. Oh, only a 1 that time.
Okay. So you're 29.
29.
And now you can do queen's
then
acid
queen.
attack. Hmm.
Queen is 4 more, so that's 33 altogether damage.
Holy crap. That is a hell of a wallet for one attack. You can try again?
Quit. Oh, heck yeah.
I think you got
So-
2 attacks, don't you?
Pardon?
You get 2 attacks, right?
Yes.
Okay. This one you don't get sneak attack on, and you don't get queen's bonus, but you get everything else.
All right. So hunter's mark.
Mhm.
I rolled 12 again. Not hunter's mark.
You're to damage to hit.
Sharpshooter.
That's fine. Yeah, that's going to hit because that's going to end up being 18, so that's also going to hit. Okay, now you can roll your damage.
Okay.
So it's your D8 plus 6.
D8. D8 is only 2 this time.
So 2 plus 6 is 8. That's your regular damage. Then you're going to get your hunter's mark.
Hunter's mark is 2 more,
So now you're up to 10 damage on that one.
plus the 10 for the sharpshooter is
that's
20.
Right. That's 20. But you don't get you don't get sneak attack, and you don't get queen's action. But that's 20 points of damage.
So that's it then, right?
So
20 more. 53 altogether.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's a hell of an attack right there, Rose. Good nose. But he's not dead.
Who's next?
Wow.
Be me.
So I think we managed that correctly. Next would be Queen, but Queen can't do anything but take the dodge action because you use your bonus action to put a hunter's mark arcs up. So yes, the next
Yep.
person up would be Eshra.
How many damage do I take? 13?
At the beginning of your turn, I rolled pretty normal damage. So yes, you take 13 points of at the beginning of your turn, you take 13 points of piercing damage. Yes.
Interesting.
And now you can rage if you want to, if you have any rages left, but you don't have to. I know that's a valuable resource at this point for you.
It's all psychic damage. I wouldn't.
Okay.
Yeah, you've only got 1 left, I think.
So I have 2 left.
Oh, okay.
I will make it look like I'm like I'm just doing El Kabong on my own head.
Oh, you're going to attack the creature on your head. Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
What is that thing called?
This one is I
Brain
think
leech.
the last time you saw it, it was called an Encephalon Gemule. This one actually has a name, but you don't know it yet.
Okay. So I will roll to hit him with a luminous war pick.
All right. So you're gonna turn the Luminous Warpick on your own head and try to hit this thing. Bonk. I love it. Okay. Don't worry, we don't have critical fails in this game, so you're not. Even if you roll a natural one, you're not gonna hit yourself. It's okay.
21.
That's plenty to hit. Yeah, you bonk this guy on your head.
Good, that's 6. Plus 6 is 12. Plus I need Divine Fury, which is 6 more.
You're up
That's
to 18. Yep.
And I think that's it for the first one.
It's still alive. After taking 53 and 18 damage, it's still alive. You can't actually
71.
see how badly hurt it is, but Rose, you see this thing is barely anything left of it. It is really badly wrecked. But you can't tell this because it's trying to suck your brain out. Ashra, go ahead.
Okay, well, I'm going to hit him again.
That's
Yep.
right. It's another shot, though, right?
Yes, he does.
He's almost gone. Make it a
17.
good one.
Oh yeah, that's going to be a hit.
Okay. 13 more.
Does that include all your other damages too?
I believe so.
Yeah, I believe so too.
Yep. So yeah, this guy that's been picking on your brain, trying to find it in there unsuccessfully, just gets annihilated by you trying to hit yourself in the head with your own hammer, and he just breaks into parts and pieces everywhere, and you have destroyed the gemule.
Okay, I will move
Yeah.
right behind this thing. Actually, I'll move into the middle of the 4 of them.
You want to move into the room.
Yes.
Okay, let's get this guy off your head. You're going to try to give flanking to anybody that wants to come in, like go right back here, something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that. Not a problem. Now, remember, there's multiple versions of him, but you are standing behind all of them.
Yes, and I wanted to get in so I wasn't blocking the view and the opportunity to attack. from
Oh, I
anywhere.
understand. Makes tons of sense. Okay. Next up actually would be Pesgoria.
Okay, is it possible for Pesgoria to move up to the doorway?
Mm-hmm.
She's going to do that. I think she'll have some movement left over.
Yep. How much movement do you think you'll have left over once you get there? You can see the squares.
Looks like another 10, 15 feet after that. I think 10 feet.
Yeah, you have 10 feet of movement after you move in this position, and you can definitely see Valfark standing there,
Okay.
bewildered, but many
Um,
many versions of him.
Okay, so I'm going to target 2 different random versions of him, and I'm going to
Okay.
fire an Eldritch Blast.
Great.
I don't think it matters. Like, you just roll to see whether or not I hit the.
No, I know I do. I got him.
Yeah.
Do you have the numbers off the top of your head? I don't have them written down here. It's an 8 and 8 for the first one, right?
Give me a sec. I can
No,
tell you.
I'm asking Mike. I thought he had this off top. He knows this off top. There's 8, then 11, then 16, I think.
I
So-
mean, I don't remember the numbers that they use.
6 or higher. To if you have 3 duplicates, you must roll a 6 or higher to
Mhm.
change the attack's target to a duplicate.
Okay.
With 2, it's 8 or higher. With 1, it's 11 or higher.
Okay. I'll go ahead and roll that. So if I'm higher than 6, it hits a duplicate. All right. Your first Eldritch Blast. Yeah.
Well,
it-
I haven't rolled yet.
if you rolled a hit, and the armor class is going to be different too. Okay.
Okay. So Eldritch Blast. Here we go. I'm not doing a hex or anything. I would have to cast it because darkness used concentration. So here we go. First one is 24 to hit.
Yeah. 24 does hit, and one of the duplicates disappears. Oof.
Okay. And the second attack is a 27 to hit.
And another duplicate disappears. Poof.
Okay, and then I
Wow.
am going to use 10 feet of movement to move out of line of sight.
Okay, and you can do that.
Diagonal 2 spaces.
Absolutely do that. You want to go this direction or
Yes.
no? You was over there.
Yeah.
So one, yeah,
Yep.
we get you back here. Perfect. I love it. All right. Knocked out 2 of them. It's Unique's turn.
Unique was going to move 1 space down to be within range of Pesgoria, but then that will be her turn. That's it.
Okay. And then next up would be Corzul.
All right. Razul's gonna look around the corner.
Yep.
And go, man, you are an ornery son of a bitch. Hit him with Sacred Flame. So it's a dexterity saving throw.
All right. Dexterity saving throw for Foul Fark the Slick. Okay, good. And Dex saving throw. He rolled a 19.
All right. That's it.
Are you going to stay there?
Yeah, he'll just poke his head back around the corner.
Okay. So I'm just going to just for game's sake, I'm going to put you in this square here. But you actually have the movement to go to do this. It's up to you.
Yeah, he'll stick there for now.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Top of the round, Foul Fark.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Well, since Esra is in the room, Foul Fark is going to turn to Esra and attack him. All right, here it is, Esra. 2 unarmed strikes. Here we go. 1. First one is a 14 to hit.
Miss.
It's a mess.
Second one is even worse. It's an 11 to hit.
Also,
And then he's going to move. He's going to use movement to move 1 step away from you. You can take an opportunity attack. Although he actually didn't leave your melee range, did he? Because you have a no. It's a long. So you're using that sword. Yeah. You can take an opportunity attack on him.
yes, I do. Yeah,
Let's
'cause
do it.
Range is only 5.
It's fine. Roll to hit.
18 to hit.
And yes, you hear a roll damage.
7.
All right.
I think that's all.
Oh, you roll your Divine Fury. That
Yes,
does
you get
apply
that.
here.
You get that on everything. Yeah.
I get the Divine Fury too.
Yeah, it very importantly, like sneak attack, is once per turn. It doesn't specify on your turn. It's if you so if you use a reaction to do attack, you totally get that again, just like a rogue would get their sneak attack again.
Okay, so 7 more.
Holy crap! Nice hit. And as he moves out of your range, he uses a free action to kick the door shut. Clunk.
So
Son
I'm
of a-
so I'm in the room alone with him now.
Yes.
Him and one imaginary friend, right?
Yes. You are keeping track. Correct.
Oh, did you roll to make sure that I didn't hit the?
No, you actually hit him that time.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah. So you did that damage actually went on to him. All right, Rose. You are up. The door is closed. You cannot see anything happening in the room. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna go kick that frickin' door in. If I
All right.
can.
All right. So let's see here. Your movement is 30, right? So you can count 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you can get right in front of the door. Now, him kicking the door closed is not the same as activating the latch on it and opening it. That's two separate things. So he's taking this door that's to his bedroom. He's kicked it closed as a free action. But to open it up again, it's latched itself. So you can unlatch it and then as a free action, and then I'll let you kick the door open as an action. But you can't unlatch it and kick it open as a free action.
In other words, you will have no attack.
But you can open the door on your
for everybody
turn.
else.
We need to have the door open, so that's what I'm going to do.
All right. So you're going to use free action to go and interact with the object, which you can do, and then you're going to kick the door open, which you can. It hits Falfark, and so this is going to be a contested straight check to see if it opens or if you push him, move him out of the way. Yeah. So go ahead and give me. You can use. I'll defer to see what would be appropriate here, but I think if you want to use athletics, you can. Otherwise, we can just do a straight strength check on this.
So he didn't need to use an action or anything like that to brace himself against the door to provide throw enough blockage.
That's a good point. Yeah, I think that makes sense. I mean, he is standing there though, so it's not like she's kicking the door open. It's going to hit him. I'm just want to know if it's going to push him enough out of the way for the door to swing open, or if it's going to stop at him and not open fully. Because I think she wants to have the door open fully, right?
I mean, I don't
Yes.
think I'm assuming the door doesn't encompass a 5-foot square of a swath, right?
No, probably doesn't. But he didn't move away from the door after he. I think he's. I think he's still standing there in the door. He's pushed it closed. I think that makes sense.
Does he
No.
take damage from the heat?
He might. He might. There might be some damage on the side of that. I understand what you're saying, but since he walked up to that door and kicked it closed.
It seems like a lot for free action, like a lot.
Just to kick a door closed.
To
So-
kick a door closed and wedge yourself against it. Brace
Oh yeah,
him
he's
for
not. He's
full-
not. He couldn't possibly be actively trying to hold it shut. I'm just wondering if he's still in the way when she tries to open it, right? And if she's kicked it hard enough to.
I would think not if he was just use a free action.
Okay.
Kick it shut.
No, I think it's absolutely fair because a free action, interacting with an object is a thing, and blocking a door would be a full action. So yeah, I think you're able to. You can go ahead and kick the door wide open. I think I just rolled, and I think he used his foot to just kick that door shut. So I think it's very likely that he's not in any position to resist your door opening maneuver. So the door, boom, slang shut. And thank you for the interpretation. I think that makes a lot of sense now. Yes.
And also a question for you: will you roll whether he hits a duplicate and disappears, or whether it hits the real guy?
No, we're not going that far. So, but I love that. So you're thinking like the door would knock out one of the duplicates, possibly.
Possibly.
Okay, so
I think that's actually too much to summarily dismiss. Okay. And you kick the door open, and it brushes against one of his wings, and thump, does. Yeah. He's like, I closed that for a reason.
And you opened it for a reason.
Okay, great.
And you attacked us for a dumbass reason.
So you
Screw
see, yeah, you still see two duplicates of them, but he's looking a little frustrated right now. Queen. It's Queen's turn. What would you like Queen to do?
Queen is going to do a bite attack.
Queen can fly over there. What is Queen's movement?
Because
Let's look it
my
up.
turn, but she didn't. Oh, she's all the way over there yet still.
Yeah, she has 40 feet of movement. She can actually get in the room.
She's going to go in the room.
All right. She can't end her turn in your space or the enemy space, but she could get between Ezra and fly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, she can get over here. She can probably get to right here if she wanted to, and we can give her a bite attack on that. Is that okay?
What's the ceiling height, by the way?
Throughout the place, the ceiling height is. I told you guys this last a couple weeks ago. I think it's 10 feet. Give me just 1 second. I don't want to get it wrong. How hundredth? 12 feet.
So Queen could end her movement in the space above this dude. If she wanted to.
This is true.
That sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
We use that sticky stuff.
Okay.
And I mean, she
That's
has
fair.
she has enough movement if you wanted her to like go around to the side of him to flank the bite and then get back up there. If you wanted.
flank. What?
Yeah, so Queen would have advantage on the attack.
That's fine. She sure can. I mean, she's flown in there. She's over her head. This guy's still standing on the ground, even though he has wings. I don't know why I didn't fly yet, but thank you for reminding me. And Queen can take her bite attack at advantage, and that is going to be a +6 to hit.
So I rolled a 20.
Oh, did you roll a natural 20?
No, I'm asking.
No, yeah, you roll 2
You
d20s
guys-
actually.
You guys lost me with all this stuff.
Okay, so when you put yourself in a position where another player is in melee on the opposite side of who you're attacking, you actually get advantage on that attack at my table, and that means that you get to roll twice and take the best roll.
Okay, so I'm
Yeah.
rolling the 20 twice then, right?
Yes, and picking the best
Okay.
roll.
All right. So the first one's a 12,
+6 is 18.
And the and the second one's a 15.
+6 is 21. So your 21 does hit. So now now
Okay.
Queen can roll her damage, which is a 1d6 +3.
1d6. And the d6 is a 3.
Okay, so that would
Plus
be
3.
6
Damage.
points of damage, and now we're gonna see if it hits the real Farpu or the final mirror image disappears.
All right. So we're down to the last actual culprit,
Yes.
and hopefully no more of those nasty things pop up.
All right, Eshra. Unless Queen wants to do some more movement, it is your turn.
What?
Well,
Unless Queen wants to do what?
More movement. You like her on over his
Oh, I don't-
head?
Should I move her somewhere else?
She has a little more movement left if you want, but it's not a terrible spot.
I think it's pretty decent. If you're
Yeah.
asking for
Okay.
opinions.
I'll stay floating above him.
Okay, Eshra, you are up.
okay. We'll attack. 16 to hit.
16 does hit. Yes.
You are flanking, by the way.
Oh, that's right. So I had advantage. So I should roll again to just make
So
sure. I don't
just- yeah, let's get that nat 20. Come on.
Okay, 23.
It's still a hit. So yeah, let's roll some damage on this guy.
Oh, that was
you
good.
already
Yeah,
already
what did I
rolled
roll?
damage. It was 11.
Okay.
So yeah, I thought you were rolling your divine fury.
It's
I gotta go-
okay. You guys are doing great. Just keep on rolling that damage and tell me what the total is. I think y'all are really getting the hang of your characters, so I don't need to micromanage this.
So 6 plus 11 is 17.
That's right.
That's the first hit. Go for second one.
Mhm.
17 to hit.
Remember
so
that
sorry,
you're
advantage. Make that a 28 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit. They're both hits. The 28 wasn't a
12 more
crit?
No, it was a 19.
Oh, dang. Okay.
At what point do I get 19 and 20 as a crit?
you don't.
No.
Okay.
There's some features you can take that can grant that to you, but you don't have that yet.
Okay.
All
That's
right.
what I was curious about.
Give me some
Somebody
damage.
else
Damage. I want to hear it.
had-
It was 12.
Yeah, it was 12.
Good hit. All right, Eshra, good hit.
So that's 25.
Yeah, total between both attacks, right?
Yes.
Yeah, got that. Cool. Awesome. I don't think it's 25. I think it was 35.
Yeah. I was gonna say 25 is too.
It was a 17 and a 12, right? Or 17 and yeah. I applied them separately. I don't recall what they were, but yes, great.
Yeah.
Good hit, good attack.
Okay.
And then you're gonna. Yeah, I assume you moved up to make that attack, right?
Yes, I did.
Well,
When
this
you
guy's
take
got
the
him.
duplicate,
This guy's got himself in a position he can't get around you. He's got issues. Yeah. Okay. Great. Next up would be Pescoria.
If I go up a spot, will I have line of sight on him?
If you move up one space, yes, you can see him. The door is slammed open. You can definitely see him. You can take a shot. Absolutely.
Okay, so I'm gonna step up a spot and fire off 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Love it. Roll to hit.
First one is a 23 to hit,
That's going to be a hit.
and I'll roll the second one,
Okay.
which is a 28 to hit.
Both of them are hits. Fantastic.
Okay, so the first
My
one
goodness.
is 15 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Second one is 9 damage, 24 damage total. I am going to push him back
What? Oh, awesome.
one away from Rose.
how are you going to push him through me?
I'm at a diagonal. I could probably push him back 1 space diagonally, can't I?
I think you're right. I think you push him up to the
Sure.
bed if you want to. Now,
Yeah.
Queen is not on top. Is not attached to him, so Queen's actually going to stay here, and he gets pushed back to here. Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, I just wanted to get him out of range of Rose, so if she needs to reposition, it's not going to
Love it.
give him a reaction.
Zoom in a little bit here, give you guys a little bit better view. Ooh.
And then I am going to step back. Oh my goodness.
I'm working
I'm
on
gonna,
it.
I'm gonna step back out of line of sight again.
Oh crap! We messed up again. Is that okay?
There we go.
Yep, that's good.
Okay. That kind of let us say goes Pescoria. Fantastic. Yeah, that's not actually not fantastic. Some of y'all are in focus, some of y'all are not. I'm gonna fix that again. Hey,
There, now it went.
yeah, I know what the shit, didn't it? All right, give me a second.
There it is.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. Falfark is gonna come over here behind Esra. What is Falfark not doing?
That's a good question.
All right. Um.
Dead man walking.
All right. What's going to happen is Falfark, he's actually looked really rough. He is still going to take a shot at, he's going to do a Nightmare Blast at Rose. Or is he going to do the mirror image? Mirror image would be smart. Y'all are
The mirror
destroyed.
image that we got rid of, the last one. I
We
killed
can-
the last one.
Yeah, he can cast it again. Why do you think he can only cast it once?
Oh.
That's what he's going to do.
They didn't do
He's going to cast mirror image again. Boom. There are 3 of them other than him there. Okay. All right. Yeah, he can do that twice per day. Either mage armor or minor illusion or mirror image twice per day. So yeah, he can do another one. So yeah, there you go. There's a bunch of them again, and it's Rose. It's your turn. This guy, you just killed the last one of his dudes,
Wait,
and now they're back again.
I think I might have gotten skipped.
you skipped somebody.
How did I skip? I did. Oh, I did. I'm so sorry, Corzel. I don't know why I did that. He didn't. He hasn't moved. He hasn't mirror imaged. It is your turn because you are after Uniqua. I apologize. Thank you for catching me on that.
I'll do Sacred Flame again.
Yeah, poke your head around the corner, Sacred Flame. Let's do it. Dexterity saving throw.
Yep.
This one is a 21. And so back in, that's where you want to continue to stand right there?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And I'm sorry for that. And I also skipped Uniqua too. I don't know how I did that, but Uniqua, did she want to do anything?
No.
All right. Then all that stuff I just said. He stays there, does mirror image. And it is Rose's turn.
Okay. I can see past Ezra, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. All right. Come on, big money.
Tell me if you're using sharpshooter.
Yes, I am.
Okay. You need to tell me every turn. I'm not going to assume that you're doing it unless you tell me.
I want to move the hunter's mark. The
Yes.
hunter's mark went away.
Bonus auction, move the hunter's mark. That's a great idea.
Put that back on him. Yes.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. Oh, 2. Oh,
It's okay. 2
That-
plus 11 minus 5. No, that's not going to get you there.
no, that's not enough.
His AC, I'll tell you, his AC is 15.
16,
15.
15.
So 2 plus 11 is, no, it's not going to get you there. I'm sorry.
No. Okay, second one was 12, so we're good there.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right. Now the D8 is going to be a 2 plus the 10 from the sharpshooter is 12
Keep going.
plus the 6 is 18
Keep going.
plus hunter's mark is another 4, that's 22,
Keep going.
and I get
You have 2 more things to add.
queen, another 3, I'm up to 25.
Mm-hmm. And 1 more.
And then I get that advantage thing, right? Whatever that was.
Sneak
Is it
attack.
advantage? Okay.
You're getting this,
25
Rose. That's awesome. You got all your damage. You remembered it all. So 29 damage.
30 damage.
29 or 30?
30. I rolled a 5 at the end.
Oh, great. Great hit. And also applaud for all that damage that you can add on every attack. That's amazing. And now you have a second attack.
No, I rolled a 2 the first time, remember?
Oh, that was your second attack. And that was kick-ass
I
second
missed.
attack. I'm afraid he's
Yep.
still alive. So, Queen. Okay, you've already used your bonus action. That's right.
I already used the bonus action, so she's just going to dodge whatever you said before.
Uh-huh. That's correct. You can't tell her to do anything. That is right.
Okay.
Okay. Ashra, you are up.
I'm going to move around behind him.
Oh, crap. You know what? I forgot to roll the... Okay, well, that worked okay. You actually hit the real guy. I forgot to roll the mirror image, but you actually did hit the real guy. So, whew. Thank goodness for me forgetting and not forgetting. There's still 4 of them images up there.
I'll still be behind all 4.
Okay, sure.
You're going to be at the foot of the bed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I rolled a 1 on his mirror image, so that means all that stuff actually did happen, Rose. That huge hit actually did happen.
Well, that's
That's good for us.
It is good for
Yes.
you. Not good for Falfark, who is clearly outmatched in this fight.
16 to hit.
A 16 does hit,
hit.
but we got to see what it hits. Yeah, it hits the actual guy.
He's not having a good time with these.
No, I rolled a 6.
That's a 14
Damage.
Yep.
damage.
Yep, 14 damage. And keep going. Don't forget all your adds.
Plus another 4.
18, keep going.
I think that's it.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. He's not dead.
Next one, I'll swing again.
Oh,
I
come
thought
on.
you had extra. divine something.
You got it.
I did.
That was the 4.
Oh,
He
okay.
rolled a 1 on the d6.
Yep.
25 to hit. Do I have to figure out whether I hit him again or both hits go to him?
So there's still 4 images up. This time I rolled a 7, and one of the images go away.
Okay. Hard up.
All right.
I'm done.
That is it. This guy looks really rough, Pesgoria, but you can't see from where you're standing. You've heard a
So
lot of
Pesgoria's-
grunts and groans from inside the room, especially when Rose did her devastating barrage of. Whew.
All right, Pescoria is going to step up to the doorway again and
Okay.
look in the room.
You see him. You see him and 2 other hymns.
She rolls her eyes. She knows what this means. And she's going to fire off some Eldritch Blasts.
All right. Roll to hit.
First one is a 23 to hit.
It hits, and one of the mirror images disappears.
Okay. And the second one, 19 to hit.
And it's also a hit. And another mirror image disappears.
Okay. And her mission accomplished, Pescoria.
There are no mirror images left.
I should get temporary health every time I kill these stupid mirror
Yeah,
images.
you really should. But,
I'm back out of line of sight.
I can't
again.
believe I rolled a 1 on Rose's like devastating attack. That would have been awesome to have burned a mirror image on, but it didn't happen. Unique, what's your turn?
Uniqua stand put.
Gorzol. You peek around the corner. You see a really, really badly damaged Falfark. Wings are falling off. His skin doesn't have as much sheen as it used to. Hair is
Everywhere.
Is blood all over him. He's looks really badly hurt. What would you like to do?
You chose real wrong, fella. And try the Sacred Flame again.
All right. Dexterity saving throw. I rolled a 15.
It's a fail. Oh, well, 8 radiant damage.
He had exactly 8 hit points. How do you want to finish him?
Oh. Gonna hit him with the flame. It's gonna start in his chest and start burning outwards. And burn out through the sides of his chest until there's just a large hole in the center and he collapses to the ground.
And he
Jeez
collapses.
Louise.
Holy crap. This guy collapses from the holy fury of Korzul and the barrage of damage from all of you guys. Putting up his best effort, him and his pet Gemule Trip. No more, and you guys are out of combat.
You mean that guy did get to look down at his chest and say, "I'm now holy"?
Great job.
Can we see the wall now, or is there more to this room?
Oh, nope. That's just a little bedroom. You saw that the whole time.
Okay, that's what I thought, but it wasn't clear because the
Right.
candy was still.
Yeah, I know. The cotton balls are, there's pluses and minuses to them, but it is what it is.
I figured
I
it didn't
got-
matter while we were fighting, because if the room was larger, he would have gone there.
He thought he had you guys in a really good position, going to pick you off one by one, but no. A door kick open by Rose just ruined his plans. He was going to mess you up so bad. Yes, right. But Rose gave up her devastating attack to get the door open and give everybody a chance to hit him. That was great. That was really fantastic play, guys.
I did that because I'm sitting here staring at my steel-toed boots.
I think I'll even give you a point of inspiration for giving up your devastating attack for the team. I think that's fantastic. I've really been really lax on giving out inspiration points, haven't I? Do you even know what that is, Rose?
Nope.
I'm such a bad DM. Yes, so when you do something extraordinary in the game, whether it's through role play or action, if the DM deems that action worthy, he can give an inspiration point, which basically you can use on any time at any roll you want to re-roll. So it's almost like
next time I get a 2.
you can use your inspiration point. That's right, and roll it again.
Okay.
So there's a little icon on your character sheet. If you
Cool.
look at the
Thank
top,
you.
if you look at the top there, at your character sheet, it's
Oh yeah, I see.
you just click on that, and that tells me that you have an inspiration point. And you can only carry one inspiration point with you. They're non-transferable, usually. And that is all yours to spend however you want, because that was really, really amazing. I love that. I love the door kicking open, the team play. That was fantastic.
Cool.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
Can we go through his pockets? What's left of his pockets? Does he have pockets?
Yeah, there's pockets in the robes. Rose, as you go through his pockets. Unfortunately, this is not really one of those big treasure rewarding combats. There's very common items, probably just nothing of value in his pockets. If you guys look through the room, it's all very disinteresting stuff. Unfortunately, there's nothing. They're all very modestly furnished. Cots, stone beds with not fancy bedding. There are desks with mundane notes and stuff like that on there. You don't find anything of any kind of interest in this room. It was apparently just Falfark and his little pet Gemule, with really nothing to give you guys as a reward other than the glory of victory.
Oh well.
Do you have anything in his notes or
Yeah.
journal or something?
yeah,
Did they have
you-
anything? Is there
yeah.
any context for what this guy was even doing here?
Oh, absolutely. You can give me a religion check on that.
Right. It
20.
is 22.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. With the 22, you're going through his notes. You can see this guy was an obvious fanatic. You can tell by the musings in his personal notes. Every other word talks about the obelisk, the divine power from the obelisk, and all the psychic energy that is rushed into his life as a faithful follower of the cult of the obelisk. There are no other notes about anything except for obelisk worship.
Have we heard that term before? Cult of the Obelisk?
You have not, but with Gorzul's 22, he's definitely surmised that there apparently is an organization out there that feels quite reverent towards the obelisk itself and the powers that it seems to have granted normal humanoids.
Corso will tell you about this. There's a whole bunch of fucked up people out there apparently worshiping obelisk.
Kind of an idiot worships an obelisk.
Kind of idiot that seals himself into a room and attacks really badass people when they come in.
Apparently. Gorzul points to that guy.
The one laying there with a hole through his center.
Oh man, that was really awesome combat, guys. That was really well played.
Cool.
I'm going to zoom you guys out. I know we're getting close to 10:30, but I love when you guys move into another area before we end session. It gives me a chance to really prep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the digital map that Pisgoria likes so much, and see if I can't show you guys where you guys are on the map and figure out what we're going to do next. Okay. How's that not doing it? It's not working because it's dumb. All right, we'll do it again. Give me just a sec to get there. Now, this D&D
I mean, I
Beyond
was
map
fully
thing.
prepared.
Go
I was
ahead.
fully prepared to have a chat, play some Parcheesi, have some tea. Ah.
That's a good point.
Y'all had to start shit.
Yep, that guy. Skip, and okay. All right, so that map came up. It takes a minute to get this thing going again. I really think I got a lot of work to do on this this map thing. But you guys there, refresh, go to maps. And come on, we have work we got to do here. Come on, work. Start session. They've got to fix this timeout. It is dumb. All right, so we're switching screens, and here is what you guys are looking at. Terrible picture. So, you guys have just defeated Fark and his Encephalon pet. Bring the war, erase. This is all gone. And just to expedite things, I can tell you that as you look at all these other doors, you're seeing very similar rooms. Off of this common room, all of them very modestly furnished. There's a cot. There's nothing else of interest. There's nothing of value or interest. They're all modestly furnished. The only one that had anything interesting at all was the one that had Foul Fark in it. I didn't want to ruin the suspense of individually investigating
Every single door.
6 rooms that have absolutely nothing in them. But we can do that if you want to. I just thought that you'd appreciate just moving past the stairs. Now head to the south.
Yep.
Sounds like a plan.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Makes sense to me. And so as the party moves to the south, I will give you a description of this space, and then we'll end session at that point, okay?
Okay.
All right, there you go there. The stairs lead down. A long stone table here is broken into 2 pieces. Let me reveal it for you. That is fun to do. It's therapeutic, too. Oh, look, I'm just clearing that fog of war away. Moving to this space, yes, you see that long stone table there. Oops. Well, why can't I grab that? Several metal chests are stacked against the west wall. The largest opening leading from this room is choked with rubble and skeletal remains to the east. The skeletal remains in the rubble,
Humanoid?
they appear to be the skeletal remains of both dwarves and mind flayers.
Oh.
Now, everybody give me a perception check. You can't use guidance on this one, right? Or else I would use like passive perception.
Not 20.
Oh, you got a nat 20?
Yep.
Nice.
I
So
got
20.
16. I got 16, but I closed my window, so I don't know what my.
It's your perception. It's probably pretty good.
You've got a +7.
Yeah, so that's a 23. Go ahead.
23.
Corzo, what'd you get over there?
13.
That's fine. And then
Past 18.
okay, we can work here. It's not gonna matter. And you, Pesgoria?
Sorry, this is perception?
Yeah, just perception.
Yeah, 1 sec. 22.
Wow, goodness gracious. Yeah, that's fantastic rolls, guys. So I only rolled that to see the order in which you guys notice what's going on in this room, because you all see what is happening. You are seeing, and Rose with the highest roll, you see it first, and everybody else does see this as well. You are seeing an apparition, Rose. It is a vision that you can tell they're not actual creatures in this room, but they're standing on top of this table, and you're seeing a mighty dwarf with a hammer fighting a mind flayer on top of this table. And the apparitions are going back and forth. The visions are translucent and wavy, but you guys can all see this mighty battle going forth, and the dwarf crashes down, boom, his hammer in the middle of the table. And while the table in the middle of the room is already broken, you can, the vision that you're seeing is kind of overlaying that table and breaking the table again as the hammer comes crashing down as the mighty dwarf has defeated this mind flayer. And Rose, the dwarf looks at you, the dwarf apparition looks at you triumphantly and gives you a follow me, and he starts heading off to the west towards the chests. And that is where we're going to end session.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, that's all we got. I hope you guys had fun.
Good night.
What?
We'll see what's in store for us next Tuesday.
Hey, Steve.
Yes.
You know, they probably just put those steaks out for Father's Day.
You're probably right.
Father's Day being Sunday, I'll bet you they put them out. He was at Costco. He called me earlier. They had these big old tomahawk steaks down there.
Those were bone and ribeyes. They weren't tomahawks.
They were bone and ribeye, yeah.
They look like tomahawks.
They were a big bone.
No, the tomahawk's got a 2-foot bone extension. It includes the entire rib.
Oh.
But-
Okay, they were mini tomahawks.
But those look good.
They were
Three pounds
half
each. Yeah, I know. But we can't talk about it. Mambo's a vegetarian. Don't. You're being so rude. You guys are jerks. You don't talk about tomahawk steaks in front of Mambo.
What? Mambo's what?
Mambo doesn't enjoy meat.
I'm vegetarian. I'm not the one chastising you.
Oh. He couldn't care less.
I'm
It's
trying
the
to be.
rest of the-
I'm trying to be
vegetarian.
sensitive.
He's not vegan.
I'm trying to be sensitive. Well, I'll work on it. All right, guys. Well, listen, that was a blast for me. I hope you guys had fun, and we'll see you guys next Tuesday. Thank you.
Sounds like a
fun.
plan.
Yep, good night.
Good
Good
night.
night.